He said, because we see it over and over and over again. Do we see police officers harming black people more than we see black people harming other black people? What is up, folks? Yes, I am interrupting this. I'm putting my own commercial in here because if they don't want to put ads on my content, I'll come up with my own ad. And with that being said, you can purchase stuff from off of this channel. If you look below, like if you're on a phone or if you're like on a computer, if you scroll down, you're going to see like things from Teesprings. You'll see masks, you'll see t-shirts, you'll see mugs, you'll see hoodies, and much more. If you go there and purchase that, I would really, really appreciate that. Only if you want to. Y'all know who I am. I'm not a good salesman, but if you wish to support me in another direction, in another way, you can purchase things off of that website right there through Teespring. All right. I really appreciate it, folks. Back to business. How are you guys doing? So this came to me by some close family of mine, and they just wanted to know what I think about this. And what it is, LeBron James, I guess, apparently said something about the man being shot. And like a lot of my family members, because look, not just family members, but a bunch of friends too, they really like to see and hear people's different perspective without being judgmental. They know that I am completely unbiased. I go into it with an open mind and I give my analysis on it. So apparently they say LeBron James spoke out about some stuff, and they know that I've spoken to them about LeBron James a lot, about certain things LeBron James has done for communities and things he's done, like he's opened up a school, different things that he's done. And anyway, they want to see what my take is on this particular thing with that LeBron James said about the shooting that I discussed the other day. Okay. So hopefully after this, I'm going to get away from it because there's nothing more that I can say on the video. You guys seen the video. Next, also, there's a second video, guys, that shows the other angle, showing a young man fighting the police back, pushing him off of him and all that, and getting up and walking away. Anyway, that's a whole nother story because some people act like he didn't do anything. He wasn't even trying. All he did was walk away. You didn't? No, he was not. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, I am getting ready to watch what LeBron James have to say, and I know a lot of you guys like how I do these, and for the ones that sit there and say things like this, dude, why come you just don't stick to the reaction videos or just do it? How about you just stick to watching my reaction videos? If you have an issue with me discussing this, you have completely missed what I've been telling you to do from day one on this channel. I have been saying on tons and tons of videos, and I even said at the end of every video, get to know who I am and this channel is about first. I say it all day long. People, that's why my channel hasn't like an explode. I don't have over 500,000 some subscribers because I want people to get to know who I am and what this whole channel all entails before subscribing. I know people always tell you to subscribe in the beginning of videos. I'm not one of them because I really want people to know what this channel is about. But the mistake that a lot of folks make is you get on here and you only watch the reaction videos. And then when you see me doing things like this, you're, dude, why'd you venture off into doing different things? Well, I mean, why are you talking about? You obviously didn't do what I said with the react. You did not do what I said in the beginning of my videos when I say get to know what this channel is about. I even say things like don't watch only reaction videos. Watch all other videos that I do as well, so you know what this video is about, because this shouldn't come to a surprise to some of you guys. Anyway, with that being said, I'm getting ready to go into this and watch LeBron James's response to the shooting of Jacob Blake, and I'm gonna give my perspective on it. And with that being said, folks, let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
Quite frankly, it's just in our community. And us, I know people get tired of hearing me say it, but we are scared as black people in America. Black men, black women, black kids, we are terrified. You don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea how that cop that day left the house. You don't know if he woke up on the good side of the bed. You don't know if he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You don't know if he had an argument at home with a significant other. You know, if one of his kids said something crazy to him and he left the house steaming. Or maybe he just left the house saying that today is going to be the end for one of these black people. That's what it feels like. If you're sitting here telling me that there was no way to subdue that gentleman or detain him or to just before the firing of guns, then you're sitting here and you're lying to not only me, you're lying to every African American, every black person in the community, because we see it over and over and over.
Okay, well, he made some pretty good valid points in here that I agree with. Like, for instance, when he was saying, you don't know how the police officer walked up that day. You don't know, what he was thinking. If he got in an argument with one of his kids, it may have ticked him off. And then say, I guess, you don't know if today was the day the man woke up and said, I'm going to end the life of a black person today. And, he said, that's what it feels like. Well, I know what he means by that, but at the same time, it has to go on the other side as well. We don't know how Mr. Jacob woke up that day either. We didn't know. Look, they got called to a domestic call. Okay, the other video shows him fighting them. We don't know if he was showing up to that whenever that domestic thing was going down. We don't know if he showed up to the scene saying, "I'm getting ready to kill one of these bees or knock one of these bees out." We don't know. The point is that I understand what he's saying with that, and it's true. We don't know because we don't know what anybody is thinking. Okay, now. On the other thing I agree with him on, I said it before. He said, LeBron James said, there was no way you're going to tell me that there's no way that they could have subdued that man. Well, you can say that. I agree to an extent now. And the reason why I said it because they tasered him. That didn't work. Now, I still have not gotten confirmation or actual facts that the man was carrying a knife. And if he was, that's probably the reason why they didn't confront him. Yet at the same time, the police was not able to subdue him in the beginning. They scuffled with him. You can see the video. Don't take my word for it. Notice I say that. Don't take my word for it. Watch the other angle of the video. It's a little shaky, but you're going to see the man wrestling with the police. In other words, resisting. Get them off of him, and he's going to get up and start walking off. So they did try to scuffle him to the ground. I'm with them, but still, they could have tried again. Both of them. They could have just probably, they could have tried to tase him again. They could have both ran and tackled the dude. I get it. But if he had a knife, bulletproof vest is not going to protect you from getting stabbed by a knife. Okay. So now what I don't like is some of the wording that he uses in here when he says, that they couldn't detain him firing the guns, He said, then you're sitting here lying not only to me, but you're lying to every African American and every black person in the community. That's what I'm saying. It's making it seem like they would, if that's the case, make it everybody. They're lying to the all Americans that they wasn't able to do that. Okay, I get that, but no, don't just make it like he owned, like if they weren't able to subdue him in any other way, that they lying to black people. No, they're lying to everybody. Okay, so like I said, I'm with him on it. Now I gotta say this too because I've known people like I've seen things with LeBron James throughout his career, or whatever, and I can tell you LeBron James is probably one of the most level-headed players out there. And I'm not just saying that because I talk to this about my nephew all the time. He's one of the most level-headed basketball players I've seen on the court. I mean, the dude had all kind of stuff happen to him, kept things straight. They ain't got no major fight. I mean, he's pretty level-headed. So what I'm saying is this, folks. Y'all might not know this, but in basketball, because I played in school, there's a lot of psychological stuff that go into basketball. And so him being able to keep his cool and doing this, I like the way that he presented it, but at the same time, there's things that I just do not agree with it. Now, at the end of his statement, it's something that I'm just going to get on right here. He said, because we see it over and over and over again. Yes, we do. You want to know why? Because they keep on showing us over and over and over again. What are they not showing us? They are not showing white people getting killed by white police officers over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Folks think like, oh, dude, you just jumped on this bandwagon. No, I am not. I'm saying I am unbiased. I don't care what you want to say about me. I really don't care. What I am saying is this. Just because you feel that I should only put my focus on what's only happening to black folks, I'm not going to do that. I'm keeping my focus as a Christian man following after Christ who died for the sins of all. I'm keeping my focus like Jesus did on all. So statistically, if police are getting killed at if police officers are killing white people at double the rate of what they are killing black people, how come we not seeing videos of what police are doing to white people? Why aren't we seeing that? And again, let's go back to this. He said, because we see it over and over and over again. Do we see police officers harming black people more than we see black people harming other black people? See, that's what I'm saying. The point is, folks, it's just like being being a doctor, a physician assistant, a nurse, being a physical therapist. What people don't understand is one thing that we like to get to is the problem, the cause of the problem. What we're seeing, let's just say, for instance, the aftermath of what happened to this young man, we will call that, that is the acute injury. But then what we like to do when we do an evaluation, we like to ask what caused the injury. Because then they give us an idea how we're going to treat it. You get what I'm saying? I hope y'all follow me. Doctors, nurses, doctors, therapists, we do evaluations and we get information and we want to know what caused the ankle to get sprained. And whatever caused the ankle to get sprained, they'll tell us, I was running and then I stepped on something, my foot turned in like this. So why they telling us that we're drawing up a plan of how we're going to be able to fix what happened to them? Because we did an evaluation and we got answers to what led to the injury, right? Because a whole lot of things can factor in there. We need to know, different ways of injuring yourself will have us have a certain type of treatment approach. And in this case, like I said in my other analysis in the video I did with this man the last time, we are only looking at the injury right now. But when nobody is asking questions, what caused the injury? Folks want to say things like he was only walking away. No, just because the police were behind him and he was walking away, they were still in pursuit. He was still fleeing. Fleeing doesn't necessarily mean that you're running. Fleeing means you are walking away from the police officer and they behind you. If you're running and they're running, that's pursuit. If you're walking and they're walking till they stop, that is pursuit just because you're not running. Okay. So that's the part I have to disagree. Now, like I said, nobody is saying anything about, nobody is or will be, or don't even seem to be acknowledging the fact that still black folks are still killing black folks. Right now as we speak, probably going to be 10 to 15 people that's probably going to be dead in Chicago from black on black crime or anything like that. Nobody is speaking on that. Nobody is speaking on the issue. See, what you're seeing right now a lot of times is something what we call in medicine too is the symptom. We're looking at symptoms, but nobody's actually looking at what's actually causing the symptoms. See, what's going on right now, folks, we're being fed and we're giving things what you want to call like a type of medicine. We want to address the issue. We don't want to address the issue. I'm sorry. What we want to do, we want to simply address the symptoms. And doctors, y'all know I'm not lying, went med school just as much as y'all did. I mean, not just as much. I mean, PAs don't go to school as long as do. Doctors go to school way longer than PAs and go to school they go to school longer than some PTs because the PTs, we have to have a doctorates, whatever. But anyway, my point in saying that is that we, a lot of times, and what I've seen in medicine, been in it for 20 some plus years, okay? A lot of times, well, most of the time, they are treating symptoms. A person says, I have pain. Let me give you pain medication. What about the issue that's causing the pain? Oh, you have this going on. It might be a broken leg. It might be a sprained ankle. It might be a strained hamstring. It might be a torn hamstring. Whatever the case is, the medicine that we're giving you is only going to take the symptoms down. What it's going to do is keep the brain from communicating, or to keep the injury from communicating to the brain, telling the brain, hey, it's hurting down here. So in other words, when you mask the symptom, you don't get rid of the problem. Just because you don't feel it anymore, you are not getting rid of the problem. What you did is kept the person from feeling the symptom. So right now, with all this stuff that's going on, folks are not catching on that it is nothing more than folks putting their attention on is the symptom. All you care about is the symptom. All you care about masking, like I said, masking is a symptom, but you're not talking about the root cause at all. I hope y'all follow me on that. And the root cause, I mean, God, man, look, they're doing us. We ain't saying nothing about what we're doing. See, man, but you're just trying to know, because that's what I'm saying. You don't understand our culture, certain ways that we're being raised in is going on right now. A lot of us are just lashing out, but then we can lash out and act up and do things and disobey the law. But then the police, them can't. Well, they held to a higher standard. As a human being, you need to be thinking in your mind that you need to be held to a higher standard. Just because you're not a cop don't mean that you should have a right to be lawless or do what you want. And then all of a sudden you want to get mad at the cop for doing what he did. Come on now. I mean, like I told y'all, I gave y'all my analysis on it. Y'all, if you want to know what I've really felt about this and what I thought about this, go watch the other video, because I'll be repeating myself a whole lot. Watch the video I did yesterday. It says, with Jacob Blake video of him being shot, and I gave my analysis, and I got video showing y'all how he whatever. I got a lot of things on there. Go back and watch that video if you want more in detail of what I talked about on it. Okay, so back to this thing right here. What I also disagree with LeBron James is that he said, we're scared. We are scared as black people in America. First of all, LeBron James is not scared. Himself. I know he might be, I'm just saying, he might be speaking on behalf, or feel that he's speaking on behalf of all blacks. Guys, go out there in your own community and go ask black folks if they scared. I mean, I think probably this weekend when I go back up towards my home, up towards Chicago, I might walk through the hood or one of the hoods I grew up in and go, because I know some of the people still stay there, and have them on camera, might blur their face out and ask them flat out blunt, you scared of the police? They gonna play back, H, no, I ain't scared of no mother effing police. What I gotta be scared for? I mean, I'm telling you, no black people are walking around scared. I'm sorry. If we're so scared, why did the dude fight the police? Just like the other guy down there where they burned the Wendy's down. Why did you fight the police if we're so scared that we're fighting? We're so scared that we're boldly saying things to them, getting them rattled up and all that too. We're so scared that, we feel like we're invincible, like we are above the law, but we're scared. No, a person that's scared, I'm telling you, I've seen people get, what we call it on the street, we call it being punked. I've seen family members of mine, I've seen folks, thugs, gangsters, I've seen them punk somebody, what we call punk. That's also another word for it's bully. Bullies, when bullies scare somebody, the person submit to what they'll sit there and say, like the old school stuff, eat that piece of grass. And they scared, they do it. So look, I'm tearing up my computer little piece right here. So if this man indeed, or if not just Jacobs, but if black people are indeed scared, then you would think that it'd be a lot easier to comply. But then people say, well, fight or flight. You fight scared. But when it comes to dealing with the law, folks, I'm sorry. No matter what, I'm not going to be able to convince somebody. Some of y'all made some of the most ridiculous, what you thought was rebuttal out there in the world. Some of y'all just arguing for argument's sake. I can sit there and tell you 2 + 2 is 4. You're going to say no, it's not, because Common Core. So some of y'all got a Common Core mentality when it comes to this. The fact is right in front of you. If I put this two, look, here go 1, here go 1, right? When you put them together, that makes 2. That's it. It ain't 5. It ain't 3. It's 2. That's factual. Just because you feel in your mind that it's 3, that does not make what you feel true. Okay, so anyway, I disagree with LeBron James on saying we're scared in America. He said black men, black women, black kids, we're all terrified. When you do things like this, LeBron James is a leader amongst a lot of people. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player on the planet as of right now. But what I'm saying is this: by having all these followers, what they can do, they can inadvertently instill a type of methodology or ideology in a person to actually start to fear the police officer. Oh, LeBron James said we. See, because when he says we, that means he can relate. When he says we, that means he's including all of us, his fans, his spectators. He's including all these folks in it. We're scared. We're scared as black women, black men, black kids. Now you got these kids that actually look up to LeBron James and actually will start to look at police and start to become scared of them, all because of what you're planting in them. Now, I know he may not mean nothing by it, but folks, here's the thing. A lot of y'all get a lot of things confused. I'm not nobody special at all, nor do I claim to be. But one thing I do know, when you here on ground zero working with people, it's a different ball game than the folks that's actually up there, like on LeBron James level. LeBron James came out of high school. I remember him talking about different things he faced, in Ohio, whatever like that. But most of it, he talking about, I grew up around crime. I grew up around this. See, it's funny that we say we grew up around crime, but nobody wants to now specify that. I grew up around crime where there was a lot of black people killing black people, a lot of black, you ain't gonna sit there. Come on now. But as like I said, the trick of it is the fact that you want to say we, to make it seem like it's all black people. I don't know any black folks that I know that are scared of the police. I don't know any black people that I talk to folks all the time. I don't know any black people that's scared of the police. I just don't. So, people look at his stardom, whatever like that, and figure, well, since he's on a high level, he's a basketball player, he's a multi-millionaire, he has to know what he's talking about. No, LeBron James can only go based off of what he's been fed. He can go based off some of the experiences that he had growing up in Akron, and that's about it. You can see that right now. Again, LeBron James did not once address the fact. He didn't even say nothing I don't know. I didn't see all this whole interview. He did not address the fact of the wrongdoing that Jacob did. He didn't address none of that. All y'all care about is the fact that he got shot. Nobody care about the details that led up to the shooting. You know what I mean? And so what this does, folks, it causes you to focus and put all your energy towards the end result. But nobody's teaching you to actually look up what led to it. All you care about is the fact that he got shot. I have people on that I'm friends with from Chi-Town all the way down to Tennessee to New York. I mean, I got people everywhere that I'm friends with. I'm talking about physically. I know these people physically. And what people do is you see this and all you care about, man, they shot this dude 7 times. Oh man, what happened? Man, the dude was walking away, man. They shot him. I heard that on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm saying the way that they're wording these things is to get you to think a particular way. They don't want you to go and look at the stuff for yourself and research it for yourself. That's why I say most of the time, if a person feels true of what they're saying, they'll tell you, go watch the video, go look it up. But no, they got so much stuff behind them. You figure that, just like in churches, pastors are looked at as being the ones that give you the knowledge that you need to know. You don't have to read the Bible for yourself or anything like that. Just rely on me to give you the information. Don't go check it out yourself. Just rely on me because I wouldn't lie to you. Now, that's what they do. These celebrities, people that's high up in different places, whatever like that, even amongst churches, they look upon these folks as leaders, and whatever the leaders say, they do without checking the stuff out themselves. Folks, I'm telling you, you have to be able to be open to looking at and searching out facts. I told you, somebody like me, I tell you, don't believe me. Go and look it up yourself. Go and watch it yourself. Watch it real slow and tell me what you think. What do you think he could have done differently? I mean, come on now. But nobody's caring about that. And then the fact that, he was already scuffling and fighting with them. I mean, folks, I love everybody and I will continue to love everybody. The number one thing that I stand upon is righteousness. Absolutely. I don't care if it's coming from a black person, a white person, an Asian person, an Indian, Jamaican, Alaskan, Canadian. I don't care what it is. If I see something and I watch it with unbiased eyes, unbiased heart, I'm going to look at the matter and give my analysis based off of righteousness. And like I said, feelings wise, I don't believe he should have been shot 7 times, but police they're not taught to shoot that. I had a police officer email me, multiple police officers emailed me and told me, according to a lot of their academies, and this is what's funny, these police officers that email me, they're from different parts of this nation. They're told they're taught to shoot at least 3 or 4 times. That's what they're taught, 3 or 4 times, right? And then I found out that both of those officers actually fired their guns. So the dude was shot 7 times. So 3 or 4 times between the 2 officers, I'm not justifying that at all. I still feel that I'm thinking, man, y'all could have shot the dude in the arm once, but they're not told to do that. They're not told to do that. Again, y'all, if you want to see my analysis on that, go back and watch my other video. This is my take on this. Like I said, there's some things I agree with LeBron James on in this video that I already stated. There's some things that I don't agree with him on. And, until folks actually want to look at things and search out righteousness, then you're going to be biased. You already biased if you feel that just because a dude was black and he got shot by a police officer, you instantly want to just boom. You already being biased. You're going to be biased if you are a cop and you feel like, well, I don't care what the cop did to this black man. I'm for my police brotherhood. You're being biased. But to look at the situation for what it is and judge the situation for what you're seeing versus what you feel is a completely different thing. Just because I feel like the dude might have not done nothing real bad, just because I feel that the police officers might not have done nothing bad, I'm just saying that, hypothetically. I'm not saying this is the way I feel personally. What I'm saying is watching this video with an unbiased heart, an unbiased mind, there's no way that you're going to be able to sit there and look at that and make it seem like the dude was just innocent. He didn't want to talk to them. He knew his street law. I don't want to talk to y'all. I'm walking away. I'm getting in my car. No. I don't care what celebrity says it. I don't care what person in the higher up said it. Look at it for what it is. Look at it for what it's trying to cause, folks. That's what you really need to do. I love every last person that's listening to me talking about this right now, whether you black, white, whatever. I don't need nobody's validation. I don't need nobody's affirmation. I don't need nobody's approval. I am already approved by the one that can do the most approving thing that you can do in life, and that's Christ. So I don't care about what anybody else thinks or feel about me, okay? But I'm not going to deter away from truth. I'm not going to deter away from righteousness because you are pissed off and you mad and you saying, oh, you should be ashamed, you bootlicker, porch monkey, house Negro. And, I'm just saying Negro for my video don't get pulled down. All the things you call me, that's not going to have no effect on me. I understand that you're mad, whatever like that, and you start name calling. I understand it's coming from a place of madness, a place of hurt. But until you actually fix the number one thing that's hurting and killing us the most, all you're going to want to do is talk about all the symptoms. That's all you want to do. Oh, man, my arm is hurting so bad. It's hurting so, my knee is hurting so bad. Okay, well, what did you do? Oh, it don't matter. My knee is hurting real bad. Can you give me something right now? Okay, I can give you some pain medication, but I'm not going to, that's just going to mask the problem right now. But you're not fixed. It's not fixed. We need to do some things to strengthen the very thing that caused you to have these symptoms. Y'all follow me? Anyway, let me know what y'all think, folks. Leave your comments in the section below after this video, okay? If you enjoy what I'm doing, you can give video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it on your Facebook, any platform you might have, because a lot of us need to speak out on things like this with folks seeing ministers, Christian folk. A lot of ministers are not speaking out on things like this. I don't know why. They're scared of losing members or whatever. I don't know. I'm not worried about that because I'm standing for righteousness. I'm standing for truth, no matter who likes me or who don't. And also, I say the thumbs up already. If you have been following this channel for a while and you forgot to subscribe, be sure to do that. If you are a subscriber and you've been with me for a while, be sure to check, because people have been getting unsubscribed from my channel. I'm just telling y'all, that's what's happening. It's been happening to Tatum, ABL, same stories we've been getting, because folks, we're giving our view and some people don't like our view. So also, if you want to donate to the channel, completely up to you. If you do, great. If you don't, great. But if you want to, the link is in the description. In this video that you're watching, scroll down, you will see a whole bunch of different things. And I try to put little emojis there so it can get your attention. You can see how to donate to the channel. You can see how to send gifts if you want to, okay? If you do, great. If you don't, great. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. I hope and pray every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you through Jesus. What is going on, folks? Appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor. If you're trying to get to the next reaction video that I did after this video, it's right here. But if you're trying to get to my own personal stuff where I do a lot of comedy things that make you laugh, can help brighten your day, then you click right here, all right? And if you want to subscribe to this channel, you forgot to get to know who I am first, all right? Then you're going to click right here to lead you into this subscription. Make sure you hit the bell notifications to get notified anytime I post a video, all right? Peace.